Hi, everybody in the Project 3 class. This is your last YouTube class of this year. Congratulations for making it this far. I hope you guys had a really good weekend. What did you do this weekend? Did you go to the beach? Probably not. The weather wasn't very good. Did you go for a walk? Did you stay inside? Did you watch a movie? I stayed inside and I watched movies with my family. We watched, don't remember now. Oh yeah, we watched Ice Age. Do you know this movie about like a mammoth and different animals that lived a long time ago? Did you watch any movies? There is a movie called Beauty and the Beast. Have you ever heard of this film or this movie? It's about a big, horrible, ugly beast. Well, he's actually very nice. He's not horrible. And he lives in a big castle. And the beauty's name was Belle, and she went to this palace to rescue her father who was trapped there. Well, this is the story that we're going to talk about today. Have you ever seen this film? I think there's a new film, well, new-ish, that came out a few years ago. And there's an animation film, okay? So go in your book to page 87 here, to Beauty and the Beast, okay? Here you've got a picture. I'm sure now you recognize this picture and you can remember the story, okay? Before we read the story and do the activities, I have some vocabulary words for you here that might appear in the story, all right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vocabulary words that I thought you might not know, all right? So let's go over the pronunciation and what the words mean. So the first word is merchant. I put a little picture of a person there because this is a person. A merchant is maybe someone who owns a shop or sells things on the street, okay? It's a person, especially a long, long time ago. This word was for people who sold things and bought things and maybe had their own shop or market stall on the street. Expensive. If something is expensive, does it cost a lot of money or a little money? A lot, right? Okay, so expensive means it costs a lot of money. If you want to buy, I don't know, it depends what you think is expensive, but maybe like Nike shoes can be expensive, okay? Foggy. We've seen this word a few times before. Foggy is like every morning in parts of Galicia, especially next to the river Minho. It's so foggy you can't see anything sometimes. There's a lot of white cloud where we are, not up in the sky, but where we are. That means it's foggy, okay? So lots and lots of clouds, but the clouds are down. Sorry, I have really bad allergies. Every time I record a video, this happens. Okay, so fog, like clouds and clouds, but down where we are. Sadly. This is a strange word, isn't it? Do you recognize the word sad? Sad. Okay. Sadly. In English, when we have the letters ly, this means it's an adverb, okay? That's a type of a word. An adverb, and this describes the way that we do something, okay? For example, she cried, no. She looked at me sadly. Okay? For example, she looked at me sadly, in a sad way, like this. Okay? Looked me in a sad way. Okay, so anytime you see ly at the end of an adjective, it means in that particular way or manner or form. Dying, this is the action that comes from the word die. Die is when you don't live anymore. Okay, so if somebody is dying, they're not going to be alive for very much longer. And a spell, so you know, for example, how do you spell your name? What's the spelling? We know this, but this word is a noun. Okay, it's a thing. A spell is what a witch does, like an incantation. So in Beauty and the Beast, do you already know this story? That there was a spell on the beast. He's not really a beast, he's a man, but he has a spell on him. All right, so these are some 6 words that you will find in our reading. All right, so go in your book to page 87. All right, page 87 here. We are going to read the story together. I want you to read and listen. I'm going to read, and you need to answer these 3 questions, okay? But before we read, let's look at the picture and decide what we think is going to happen before we read. Number 1 says, number 1 right here, what's happening to the beast in the picture? What do you think is happening? What do you think? Is he sleeping? Is he, I don't know. Belle is very tired, so he's probably not sleeping. Maybe he's dying? I don't know. We're not 100% sure. Okay, what about number 2? What is Beauty saying? What is she saying? Maybe, I hope you don't die. Please don't die. I don't know. What do you think? It's important what you think. Number 3, what happens next and why? Okay, what happens next? What do you think? All right, now we're going to read and we're going to check our answers. Okay, so Beauty and the Beast. Once there was a merchant. He had 3 daughters. The youngest was so beautiful that everybody called her Beauty, sometimes Belle as well. She was also kind and helpful, but her sisters weren't. One day the merchant said, "I'm going away. What can I bring you as a present?" Her sisters asked for expensive things, but Beauty said, "Just bring me a rose, please, Father." On his way home, it became very foggy, and the merchant was soon lost. Then he came to the door of a strange palace. Cold, tired, and hungry, he went in. There was nobody there, but there was food on the table. A small sign said, "Please eat." After dinner, the merchant went upstairs to sleep. In the morning, he went into the garden. "I'll pick a rose for Beauty," he thought, and he picked a big red rose. Suddenly, a huge, ugly beast appeared. "I gave you food and a bed," roared the beast, "and now you steal my roses. You must die for this." "I just wanted 1 rose for my daughter," said the merchant. "Then you can go home," said the beast, "but you must send your daughter to me." The merchant went home sadly. That's how he went home, in a sad way, and told his story. "You don't have to go, Beauty," he said. "Yes, I must," she said, "or the beast will kill you." So Beauty went to the beast's palace. At first she was afraid, but the beast was kind to her. One day he said, "You're happy here, Beauty. Will you marry me?" Beauty looked at the beast. He was kind, but so ugly. And she said no. A few months later, Beauty heard that her father was ill. "I must go home," she said to the beast. "I promise that I'll come back." But Beauty didn't go back. She wanted to go, but her selfish sisters said, "You mustn't go back, Beauty. Our father needs you. You should stay here." So Beauty stayed. Then one night she had a dream. She saw the beast. He was dying. It's true, he was dying. The next day, Beauty went back to the palace. Her dream was true. "Oh, beast," she said, "please don't die. I love you." Suddenly, a handsome young prince appeared. "Where's the beast?" asked Beauty. "A wicked witch turned me into the beast," said the prince. "She said that nobody could love somebody so ugly, but you loved me and broke the spell." So Beauty and the prince were married, and they lived happily ever after. The end. All right, so what's happening to the beast in the picture? He's dying, right? That's what we thought. Number 2, what is Beauty saying? Okay, it says here, "Oh, beast," she said, "please don't die. I love you." Is that what you thought? That's what I thought. I don't know about you. And number 3, what happens next and why? Then, what happens next? He becomes a man, not a beast anymore, because the wicked witch, a bad witch, put a spell on him, and she loved him and broke the spell. Amazing. Very good. Now have a look at number 2. We have some new vocabulary here too. It says, "Who or what do these adjectives describe in the story?" Adjectives, as we know, are words that describe nouns. They tell us what something's like. Big, small, green, yellow, happy, angry, pretty, ugly, long, short. Okay, these are all adjectives. Kind and helpful. Who in the story was kind and helpful? Go have a look in the text. Okay, huge and ugly. Who? Handsome and young. Who? Strange, kind, wicked, big and red, selfish. I want you to pause the video now and go look in the text for these adjectives and who or what do these adjectives describe. So pause the video for like 4 or 5 minutes and then come back and we'll do it together. Okay, very good. So now that you've paused the video, we're going to review and then that's the end of the class. So kind and helpful refers to or describes Beauty. Okay, look at here at the top. It says, "She was also kind and helpful." Good. What about huge and ugly? Huge means big. Okay, huge and ugly. Look here in line 26. A huge, ugly beast. The beast is huge and ugly. Oh, ugly. Handsome and young. Handsome and young. Look here in line 65. A handsome young prince. When the beast turned into the prince, he was handsome and young. Handsome is like beautiful for a man or a boy. Strange. I think it was the palace. Look here. A strange palace. Very strange. Kind. I think kind was also the beast. The beast was kind to her. Kind is like friendly and nice. Wicked. Look, wicked means horrible and angry and mean and nasty. The wicked is the wicked witch. Okay? Big and red. I think big and red was here in line 24. A big red rose. These roses are big and red. And selfish. What do you think selfish refers to? I think it was her sisters. Okay. I don't remember. What do you have for selfish? I believe, yeah, it was her sisters. Okay, it says, for example, okay, here, in line 54. She wanted to go, but her selfish sister said, "You mustn't go back, Beauty. Our father needs you. You should stay here." Selfish means when you only think about yourself. You don't think about other people and you want everything for yourself. Okay? All right, guys. Well, that's the end of our class today. All right, and on our class on Thursday, we're gonna finish the book. One last thing before it's time to go. I want you guys to remember that next year, if you want to come back to the academy, you need to register now, okay? We'll send you an email. The director will send you an email, and you need to sign up or register for your classes for next year now. Okay, guys? All right, have a good day. See you on Thursday. Bye.